she looks disturbingly like Harley Quinn.
Yes!
And she hasn't been born
There
yet.
is the, yeah.
It's really, really eerie because him and Jennifer Schwartz haven't even met yet at this point. Keep that in mind. Oh, man, that's pretty fucking crazy.
It's like Twilight Zone shit there.
So, I was looking something up. We actually been getting some references off of filmschoolrejects.com, which actually has a fantastic list that actually broke down the commentary track.
Oh, cool.
That's actually where we got the reference for his sister. But there's actually one thing from an earlier minute that I'll bring up here. This movie was originally NC-17.
I could definitely see that with, talk of masturbating caged animals and having girls smoke cigarettes.
Well, here's the best part. They appealed the decision, and the MPAA actually changed it to an R rating without any cuts.
Yeah.
Huh.
And they said that Kevin suggests that the original rating resulted from the discussion of 37 blowjobs and snowballing.
Yeah. And what's odd is that they've done that before, where they have appealed it and got it without getting any cuts. But that's normally not from an NC-17 to R. It's like from like a PG-13 to a PG.
Or an R to a PG-13 sometimes. Right. I know that happened in Rent, where they kind of just cut like a little bit of a couple of needle shots, and they kept the whole movie together.
Yeah.
Other than that,
the Meteor
it's
Man
amazing the little hoops they have to jump through for these ratings sometimes. Like, no, you said fuck one too many times. Sorry.
But as I forgot where I heard this joke. But it was on the Rent. It was actually on the Rent commentary track. They were saying that they couldn't say fuck in the middle. They had to change lyrics in one song because it's like, who the fuck do you think you are? I don't need your goddamn help. They had to change the lyric and take the word fuck out because there was too much cursing. But if they took out a machete and shot her head off, that would have been fine.
Yeah.
Right.
It's so true.
Or what was I gonna say? God damn it!
Sorry about that. I lost your train of thought.
Oh yeah, there was a movie out called GBF, stands for Gay Best Friend. It was supposed to be like a teen movie, sort of like a Clerk, Clueless.
Okay.
Clueless. Because of sexual references, it got an R. No explicit sex, no language, just R. And they're basically saying it's because it was the gay theme.
What year was this?
Came out a couple of years ago.
Really? The issue with a couple of... Wow, that doesn't sound like something that'd be a problem anymore. That's weird.
Hold on. I'll look it up.
Most of the world is more woke than that now, so that's surprising.
It came out in 2013.
2013? It's still not that long ago. It's only 4 years ago.
It says rated R for sexual references.
Weird.
Interesting.
That's really weird, actually. I never knew that. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, there's no F-bombs, no explicit sex. I was going to say... teens drone drinking during a party, no frightening intense scenes.
Wow.
Hell, even the Parents Guide at IMDb says it was completely undeserving of an R rating.
Then again, there's a movie, you reminded me, we're completely off, but I really don't care. There's a movie, a teen movie, I'm just trying to find out the name of it. It's in my collection. I'm just trying to figure out the name of it.
Yeah, it says a harmless and very funny film for teens, completely undeserving of an R rating. The fact that the film has received R or 18 ratings has made news headlines and sparked the idea that the film board have only given the film a high rating because they are homophobic. Whether this is true or not, this film is not too much for even a 12-year-old to watch.
I can't find the movie that I'm thinking of. That it's Jennifer Love Hewitt in it, and I just can't think of it right now. But they actually they had to change a scene that had to do with smoking pot just to get it to a PG-13 rating. That's the only thing they had to cut out. But it's hysterical because if you ever watched the movie, and if it's bothering me, but I can't think of the name of it right now, there's actually a watermelon that keeps floating around the room. That's actually supposed to be a bowl of pot floating around the room, and a bong floating around the room. That's supposed to be what it is, but it's a watermelon instead, so they could have the rating.
Oh gosh, now you got my brain cranking trying to remember what the name of that stupid movie is.
But I like the movie, don't get me wrong.
I know. Jennifer Love. She's all that.
Oh, Can't Hardly Wait. Can't Hardly Wait.
Can't Hardly Wait with Seth Green.
Yes, it's in my collection. Yes. I'll look for it. I love that movie, but it's not the commentary tape. They had to explain why there's a watermelon in every scene for no reason whatsoever, and that's why.
That's awesome.
Makes me think of Buckaroo Banzai. Why is there a watermelon there? I'll tell you later.
You're talking about the gay stuff in there. I was just watching Supergirl. We're dating when I'm watching. We're obviously dating when we're recording this. But It was a Kevin Smith directed episode, ironically.
Yeah.
And there was a whole scene that led to almost pretty much a lesbian sex scene in Supergirl.
You have my attention.
And it was crazy. It was fun to watch, but it wasn't that detailed. It's still the CW at the end of the day.
Duh.
But it's still crazy that was not... No one had a problem with that.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
I don't understand. Well, anyway, we completely sidetracked and went off in some weird tangents there.
That's awesome. That's what these are for.
Exactly. I have no problem with that whatsoever. But I will say this, Tom, why don't you tell everyone about your podcast and what you're doing?
All right. So, as you mentioned at the beginning of the show, I'm part of the Never Ending Minute with Tierney Steele, and we're just about done. We're recording our last couple of credits minutes this week. So check it out. We've went over the Never Ending Story 1 minute at a time. Some fantastic thank you. Some fantastic analyzation of the movie, and some great theories have come up. Also coming up shortly, probably in the next month or two, I'm going to be starting the X-Men Minutes, which is going to be called X Minutes, and I'll be doing that with Steve Lasto. We're not going to go 1 minute at a time because there's 12 movies, and that would take forever. But I think we're going to do something like either 10 minutes at a time or maybe chapter by chapter in the DVD. So that's something that's going to be coming up and hopefully long-lasting. I'm really looking forward to doing.
That does sound like a lot of fun. I'll have to give you my regular co-host Sal's information because he's a huge X-Men fan, and he might be able to add a lot to that. So,
awesome.
Yeah, he would definitely. That's his favorite. Like we were talking about, like superhero movies. That's his favorite franchise. Like period. But that is really, really cool. I'll actually tune in for that. I'm not even a huge X-Men fan, but I'll definitely tune in for that show. So
awesome.
So that is really, really cool. And so I will do the wrap up here, as we're approaching usually when we like to wrap the show up. We are part of the Movies by Minute community. Us and Tom are part of the Movies by Minute community. You can find us on the newly updated moviesbyminutes.com. And that is really, really cool. We here are part of the Filling the Void Podcast Network. There you go, boss. I mentioned the show. I mentioned the network again. And we are obviously here Monday, Wednesday, and Friday mornings every single solitary week, breaking down this movie 1 minute at a time.
Buddy won't hear this until he gets back from Vermont.
Yes, he's in Vermont again. Anyway, I was also going to say, I never plugged these, and I really should. Me and Kyle host another podcast on the network, Boy Meets Retrocast, where we're breaking down Boy Meets World one show at a time, and I keep forgetting to plug that on here, and I don't know why I forget that all the time. By the time people hear this, we're going to be in the middle of Season 2. So that's going on. And, of course, we have the Blake and Sal Show at theblakeandssalshow.com. All available on the Filling the Void Podcast Network over on Spreaker, iHeartRadio, iTunes, Stitcher, Player FM, TuneIn Radio, and everywhere else you can find podcasts. And if you don't believe it, I just did it off the top of my head. You're going to find at Clerks Minute on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and join our Facebook community, the Clerks Convenient Facebook community. You can find me on Twitter, at Riley21106. Kyle?
Hudson Hawk FIM.
Tom, where are you on Twitter?
And if you're looking for me, I'm at The Wookiee Lives. Make sure you spell it right. Do your nerd check. And if you're looking for my podcast, check out at Nev and Min, NEVENDMIN.
All right. So until next time, which I believe, yes, we have the boss on our next show, minute 37. We're going to be with the boss, David. So tune in for that episode on Wednesday morning. Till then, thank you so much for listening to the Clerks Minute. I'm Blake.
I'm Kyle.
Have a good day, everybody.
It's important to have a job that makes a difference, boys. That's why I manually masturbate caged animals for artificial insemination.
Smoking weed, doing coke, drink.